Good morning, class. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is the pipe writer. This chapter has been written by J.A. Bright. Various characters in this chapter: Ernest Ryland Smith, a schoolboy of 14. Mr. Ryland Smith, his father, a self-important businessman. Uncle Tom, Mary, a servant, a boy also named Smith. Here I had added an animated video of this chapter.
For goodness sake, leave that thing alone and let's have some peace and quiet. Any letters for me?
I don't think so, Dad, but the evening post hasn't come in yet.
Late again. It's just the same as the rest of the public services. Nothing seems to be working properly. Mary tells me the telephone is out of order again.
It's the weather, I expect.
What do you mean? What's the weather got to do with it?
I thought perhaps the snow.
Well, don't think. It's probably due to carelessness or laziness, and goodness knows I get enough of that at the office. Nobody seems to understand the meaning of the word work nowadays. Which reminds me, shouldn't you be doing your homework?
We've broken up, Dad.
What? Already?
It's only 3 days to Christmas.
I should have thought Christmas Eve would have been soon enough. I shall be at the office till then.
Yes, but business is different.
So it seems. You'll discover that for yourself someday. Life isn't all pleasure when you've left school.
Nor while you're there.
Nonsense, my boy, nonsense. Why, my school days were the happiest time of my life.
Uncle Tom doesn't say that. He says he had a rotten time.
Oh, does he? He's probably forgotten.
He hasn't forgotten the beatings he used to get.
I've no doubt he richly deserved them. If he had done his lessons properly and behaved himself, he wouldn't have been punished. Everybody knows that. By the way, don't you usually bring home a report at the end of the term?
Yes, Dad.
Then where is it? Why haven't I seen it?
I was waiting till after supper to show it to you.
Whatever for? No time like the present, my boy. Out with it. And let's see what your masters say about you this time. If I remember rightly, you were pretty low in your form last summer.
But I was in the second 11 cricket team and did a lot of swimming for the school.
Well, that was something in your favor. All the same, I don't pay a lot of money for you to learn nothing but games. It's work that counts every time, and don't you forget it. Now, let's see the report if you haven't lost it.
Oh no, Dad. Here it is.
Not too clean. However, Scripture making steady progress, CR. Who's CR?
Mr. Reed. He takes us for scripture and maths.
A queer combination. And yet, I don't know. I suppose there's a certain amount of arithmetic in the Bible and prayer book. English composition shows originality. That might mean anything. Grammar, good careful work. Reading, good. Writing, very fair. Spelling, improving. Thank heaven for that. The letters you wrote me when I was abroad were full of mistakes. History, promising. Geography, good. Civics, what are they?
It's a new subject, Dad. The head takes us in that.
Yes, but what's it all about?
Oh, everyday news and politics and that sort of thing. The old man sometimes calls it current affairs.
Does he? It seems to me you can get all that from the newspaper. However, he says here you take an intelligent interest, so I suppose we must be thankful for small mercies. What's next? Oh, Latin. Not much use for it myself, nor have you, it seems. Only fair, your report says.
But
No need to apologize. It's a dead language anyhow. No commercial value whatever. Cut it out.
I can't till I'm in the 5th.
Pity. You might be doing something more useful. Still, I recognize the school must provide for all tastes. What's this now? Ah, mathematics. I'm glad they put arithmetic first. Good heavens, you've actually got a highly satisfactory. I thought you were a fool at the subject.
So did I. It must be a mistake. I mean,
Well, your master ought to know. I can't imagine he'd give you praise for doing well if you hadn't.
no, but
Your algebra and geometry are not so bad either. I'm beginning to think you've changed for the better.
what have they given me for art and woodwork, Dad? They're my best subjects.
Oh, you think so, do you? Then you're going to be disappointed. It says here you're only fair in both. Not that it matters all that much. Any fool can draw and use a screwdriver.
But I'm the best in the form at drawing, and I've done awfully well at woodwork this term.
Well, here it is, in black and white. You can't go beyond the marks. 40% in art and 39 in woodwork.
It beats me.
Why worry? It's the commercial subjects that count. As a matter of fact, I'm quite pleased with this report. It shows you are beginning to understand your duty. Here's £0.50 for you, and don't spend it wastefully.
Thank you, Dad.
I hope I'm not too early.
You're just in time to see Ernest's report. Sit down and take a look at that. I bet you never got one like it.
I wondered why you were throwing half-crowns about.
Well,
You're right, by Jove. I never did. Seems to me, young man, you've turned into a bookworm. What's happened to you?
Don't know, I'm sure, Uncle.
he's begun to realize the value of work, I hope. Look here, you must excuse us a few minutes, Thomas. I want Ernest to help me get some letters off, and the post goes at 7:15.
That's all right. Don't mind me.
Help yourself to cigarettes. Come on, my boy, we must hurry.
I'm sorry, sir. I thought the master was here.
He's very busy just now, Mary. Anything I can do?
I don't know, sir. This young gentleman said he wanted to see Mr. Ryland Smith or Master Ernest.
All right, Mary. If I can't help him, I'll keep him company till your master returns.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, but are you...
I'm Ernest's uncle, if that's what you want to know. But sit down and tell me if I can be of any use.
Well, you see, it's about my school report. We think there's been some mistake.
Dear me, how did that happen?
You see, it's like this. My name is Edward Roger Smith, and I'm in the same form as Ernest Ryland Smith. Only I'm plain Smith, and he's hyphenated.
He's what?
You know, he's got a dash between Ryland and Smith.
I see. Go on.
Well, old Jonah, that's our form master, never troubles to put our full names on reports, only ERS, you see. So he's very likely mixed us up. I hope so anyhow.
Why, is your report so very bad?
It can't be mine. That's just what I'm saying.
Well, the one that was sent to you, whoever it belonged to.
It was bad enough for Dad to say he'd cut my pocket money for a month.
That's bad luck. Well, I shouldn't be surprised if you're right about yours getting mixed up with young Ernest's. Suppose you show me yours and take a look at his.
This is mine. I'm sure of it.
What makes you think so?
Look, I've done pretty well in everything except art and woodwork, and those are the only subjects Ryland Smith is good at.
I shouldn't wonder if you're right. Yes, I'm afraid you are right. Well, there's only one thing for it. We must change them over.
Do you mean I can keep this?
Of course, it's clearly yours.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry if Ryland Smith's going to be disappointed, but you don't know my father.
No, but I know Ernest's. However, I believe the boy suspects something already, and you can leave his father to me.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night, my boy. Your pocket money ought to be safe now.
I hope so, sir.
Anything for the post, uncle?
No thanks, my boy. I rarely write letters.
Here, whatever are you doing?
Only saving matches. What's the matter?
But that's my report.
Heavens, so it is, or was. I must be getting absent-minded in my old age. Well, it's no good now, I'm afraid.
You won't half get into trouble when Dad comes.
Never mind, I'm always getting into hot water. After all, accidents will happen. I say, isn't it nearly post time?
Help! I'd forgotten all about the post. I must rush.
By the way,
Yes, uncle?
I shouldn't be too long spending that half-crown if I were you. Your father might want it back.
He hasn't got a hope.